Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and I'm going to use this video to answer a couple more questions I've been getting regarding certain things with Oakley glasses and lenses and things like that. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because some of these questions I get asked pretty much on a daily basis, so I want to have a point of reference to refer people to look at some of those answers in case I can't answer back or I can't make a video or something like that. This will serve as a go-to point for that. Now, let me start out by saying a lot of these questions, like I said, they get asked on a daily basis or at least once a week or something like that, and that's the reason why I feel an actual video will benefit you better. To start out with, one question that I keep getting asked is in regards to the half jacket and flak jackets, and that question is: do XLJ, and if you guys don't know what that is, it stands for extra large jacket, which is the bigger lens that the half jacket and flak jackets come with. Do XLJ lenses fit on standard lens frames? And the answer to that is yes, because actually the frame is it's a standard frame, so either lenses will fit in there. The width of the lens is the same. The only thing that changes is actually the length and shape of the lens itself. So yes, half jacket and flak jacket, standard and XLJ lenses will fit in the same frame. Now, half jacket will not fit in flak jacket. That's another question I get asked. Will half jacket and flak jackets, are they interchangeable within the frame? No. If it's a flak jacket lens, it's got to go on a flak jacket frame and vice versa. So they are interchangeable as far as the half jacket and flak jackets go. So that's the answer to that. Now, I've got a pair of radars here because the same thing goes for the radar. The radar comes in 3 different shapes: the path, the pitch, and the range. This is a path right here, and they are interchangeable within the same frame. And then the same thing goes for M frame. You know, M frame comes in, I believe, 5 different shapes. So all 5s, and whether or not it's an M frame or a Pro M frame, they'll both fit into, all the lenses will fit into either one of those 2 frames. So, that's pretty cool because they're very versatile. I know sometimes people would like different size lenses for different things, but you don't necessarily have to have different frames for that. You can just have the one frame and then they'll all fit in there. Another question that I keep getting asked is as far as removing the lenses and the legs from the glasses. Now, in the case of the flak jacket, and would also go with the half jacket, because it's an open bottom right here, it's very easy. You just grab the lens, grab the frame, and then just pull it apart and it comes out. Then when you go to replace it, you just do the opposite. Just pop one end in, and then it pops right in there. Okay. Now I have these 5s right here, so you can see in the case of these, which is a frame all the way around, it's a little different, but it's just as easy. Just grab the frame on either side and pull. So what you're doing is you're pulling outwards, and then with your fingers from the back, just push out. So just pull out, and then just push right through, and the lens pops right out. And then just to pop it in, just do the same thing. Pop one side in, and then the other one, and you're good to go. That's how you would remove the lenses on either one of these. And then on the radars right here, a lot of people tend to want to pull them out like you would on the M frame. The main difference is you've got the nose piece right here. So what you want to do is, I don't know if you can see how it's flared a little at the bottom there. The reason for that is so you can use your thumbs and you're pushing in and back. Okay, so you're pushing in and back on that, and it goes. Now what happens is the nose piece will go behind the lens. Now you can just pull the lens apart from the frame. Okay, then when you go to put it back, you just sit the lens in on one side and then on the other, and then just make sure that it's seated all the way on the top right there, and just do the opposite. Now you're pushing in and then forward. So it's actually a lot easier just to do it with the one hand. There you go. Now you got the nose piece over the lens, and that actually holds the lens in place. So in case you were going to an impact or something like that on the lens, they won't pop out. So that's how you would remove the lenses on a couple different models. Now, when it comes to the legs, on a model like this, like the flak jacket, you can remove it. I would probably not recommend doing so unless you really needed to. And besides switching out the temple pieces right here, there's really no need to remove the legs. But if you had to, basically what you're going to do is you're going to grasp the leg with one hand, grasp the frame with the other, and you're going to twist in alternating sides. So this side is going to come towards me, this side is going to go away, and that's going to have the leg pop out, as you guys can see right there. To put it back in, well, let me show you the reason why I wouldn't recommend you do that. There's no metal pieces on this. What it has is these little, let me see if this will focus so you guys can see it. These little tabs right there. And these can actually break off from doing it too much. So that's why I probably wouldn't recommend it. But to put it back in, just put it in like this. And then you're going to turn, again, alternating ways. And then it's going to pop right back into place. Alright? So you guys can see there. There you go. To do it on a frame like this, you're also able to do it. But as you guys can see, this is a little bit different construction. It still has those little bumps at the end of there, and that's what holds it in there. I normally would not do it on the regular style frames. I actually wouldn't do it on any frame, just because it weakens the frame, and you can actually break some of those off if you do it too many times. A lot of people say, well, what if I need to clean it or something like that? You know, would you recommend doing it then? I don't think it would get so dirty that you actually would have to pop the legs off the frame in order to do that. So I would say no, don't do it. Just clean around it. You know, clean in there or something like that. But definitely refrain from popping out the legs on your glasses, because that, like I said, it'll weaken the hinges themselves. Now also on the lenses, if it's not a frame that's designed to be able to interchange the lenses, like the radar here and the flak jacket, I wouldn't recommend popping the lenses out either. You know, if you want something that you're able to switch lenses out and stuff like that, just get, you know, a frame that's designed for that purpose. You know, if you like the Jawbone, if you like the split jacket, the new fast jackets, things like those, that they're a lot easier, you know, because you just open up the jaw and you're able to pop, you know, take the lenses out, would be better. Or, you know, some of these, you know, the more sport specific ones, you know, that's what I would recommend if you're the type of person that's going to want to switch lenses out. The reason for it, because again, it does weaken the lens. You might run the risk of scratching it, maybe bending it or something like that. So I probably wouldn't recommend doing that. Even if you had to clean it, unless it was extremely, extremely grimy, I still wouldn't recommend you you know, pop the lenses out to do that. Now, if you do have to clean it, you know, a lot of people ask. Normally, what I would recommend is, yeah, it comes with the micro bag, you know, which is very easy to use. You just grab the bag in one hand, grab the glasses in the other, and then just clean, you know. Normally what you'd be cleaning off is maybe sweat or fingerprints or something like that, you know, so there you go. Now there are some people that say, well, you know, I clean and clean and clean, and, you know, my lenses are still smudged, or there's still, you know, fingerprints on them and stuff like that. What can I do? Normally in the case of, you know, something like the radar, which is a shield lens, what I would normally do is I'd, you know, stick the micro bag on my hand like this, and then just grab it, you know, by the legs, and just go like this on the palm of my hand. It doesn't let the oils from your fingers kind of seep through the rag, which is sometimes what happens. And especially in lenses like Fire or Positive Red or Ruby, you know, where you could see these smudges a little bit more. That's what I would do. Now, when this gets dirty, then all you have to do is you can just, you know, toss it into the washing machine, into the the washing machine, and you'd be good to go. You know, if you're gonna do laundry or whatever, just toss it in there with the laundry. You can wash it by hand if you want. I mean, it's, you know, pretty much your call on that. But you know, these things are just like anything else. They will kind of wear out after a while. So if it does, then, you know, you can just grab another one at your local Oakley store. The other thing I would recommend is the cleaning solution here. This is really good. If you guys live in the U.S., it's good because what's cool about it is that when it runs out, you can actually take it back to an Oakley store and they'll refill it for free for life. So that's a really cool thing. I think they're $10, so for $10 you got, you know, cleaning solution for life. And it does come with a rag version of the micro bag. It's the same material. Here's the solution. It comes in this little pump spray. All right. When it runs out, they open it up and then just fill it back up. And then it comes with a small screwdriver, which is both a Phillips and a flathead. And then it has a small little Torx bit there for, you know, it'll fit other glasses besides Oakley also. So this is what I would recommend you use to clean them. Now, again, I hope this answered a couple of the questions that I've been getting. The one with the lenses, I get a lot. So, you know, again, I don't recommend you popping out the lenses needlessly. You know, if you have to clean them, or if you're going to change them, or put another color or something like that, then all right. But and the arms, especially the arms, I would not recommend you taking them off whatsoever. There's no real reason to do it, and I have seen some break in certain instances. I've had some of mine weaken when I show people and things like that, so I wouldn't recommend it. So guys, let me know if you have any questions, and I hope this helped. All right, thanks.